Where I been? What I'm doing? Girl, let's get some coffee, okay? I just got finished playing India.Arie. It's the little things. And when I tell you it's the little things, because I haven't sat down to have coffee like this on a Saturday in months. And that was so good. Okay. So, where I been? Inside myself. Trying to get myself together. I have been going through it emotionally. I've had so many changes in my life. And, you know, what I thought was going to be a smooth transition, selling my house. And it has not been. It's been anything but that. And it's been so bad that the house did not sell, even though I moved out. That's a whole nother story. Moved completely out, got rid of everything. Thought I was being a blessing by giving all of my things away. Refrigerator, stove, microwave, washer, dryer. I have none of those things. So I've been trying to get some sense of myself back because, oh no, sorry, my primer broke. Damn it. See, and then with the devil. Put me a little sunscreen on. I need to get back to using my sunscreen because, you know, I don't be want to look all and raggedy out here in these streets. But anyway, moved out my house thinking that, you know, this was going to be a smooth transition. And no, I'm 49.5 living with my mama. Which I never thought, you know, I would be doing at any age, honestly. But she is definitely a blessing and she is good to me, so I can't complain. But it did send me down into a serious, really deep, dark depression where, like, drive to work, I cried. On the way home from work, I cried. Sitting at my desk, I cried because this can't be life. And, you know, each time I've done a video, which I don't even know if this will make it to a video, but I'm just having a sit down talk, so yeah. So like I said, it sent me into a very, very, very dark depression. And I'm just now starting to feel some sense of self. I'm not there yet because I feel lost, honestly. Like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. I don't even know. I feel like myself, but not myself. And I'm trying to get some sense of self back. Like, you know, it's bad when I don't even get up and make no coffee. I don't even have coffee in the house. No creamer. Like I said, a lot of my things are packed up. So I have some mugs at my mom's, but not a whole lot. I did buy new makeup brushes. See, I'm not used to doing this. Hold on. All right. Makeup brushes. Brand new. I just bought them. See, who are me? I don't know. Anyway, I'm trying to feel like myself, but I'm not there. And I don't feel like I have like a normalcy to life at all because, you know, I would get up in the morning. Alexa knew to play, girl, I like these. Alexa knew to play Smokey Norfolk in the morning. And even though Alexa moved with me, you know, that was my home and I can make noise, sing, praise all out loud and not feel like I'm bothering anybody. So even though, you know, I'm at home in my mama's house, it's just different. So I have to try to figure out a different way to fill myself up. What I feel, I keep saying like I don't feel like myself, but what I feel is empty. Like I've been poured out so much into other people that I don't have nothing for myself. And, you know, so I've been taking a lot of time to pray and lean on God for some kind of understanding. Like Lord, forget about me. This ain't what I prayed for. But what I'm realizing is, you know, sometimes God has a bigger plan and the enemy knows that. And so you just under attack because what's in store for you is so good, so big. So whatever it is that God has for me, I am so looking forward to it. And I've decided, because I feel like it's all in the mind, decided to thank him in advance for whatever it is that he has in store for a little old me. And not focus on a feeling. Because what I know is he going to bring me through. That's what I know. So, like I said, I haven't done this in a while. So, my vanity is actually not at my mom's house with me. It's at my cousin's house. So, that's where I am. And I just opened the drawer to a whole lot of goodies that I have not been using to get ready in a while. So, this is exciting. Girl, I don't know. This is an experiment, so y'all don't experiment with me, because I don't know nothing about these brushes. Girl, I needed this. Let me some brows. I'm going to brunch for my cousin, friend Alicia's birthday. Going to brunch. Love a good brunch. Love a good brunch. Is my eyebrows on? Because I can't see. I don't know. But this is nice. Like, just feeling like myself for a minute. Anywho, if they ain't all right, it don't even matter. I feel like they are. Get a little more coffee. So, yeah. Drawer full of goodies. All kind of makeup palettes. Girl. I needed that. Oh, and I really like this lipstick. Oh. This is fun. Whose stuff is this? Mine. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, I just have been feeling like I'm under attack. Like, get off my back. Just one thing after another. And I know, and it's like once you know how the enemy works in your life, you know that like it'll start with something little to frustrate you. And then that don't work. And you still thanking the Lord for today. That didn't work. And go get something else. And that didn't work. You're going to attack the car. And that didn't work. Going to attack this. And that didn't work. Then you start attacking your family, your friends, and people that mean something to you and say, "Ho, woo!" That's when you got my attention, bro. You got the back up off me. And then you got I'm speaking to myself. I have to go a little bit deeper with God. Like, woo, Lord, I'm going to need you to help me. Because this flesh, you know, I'm tired. The flesh is tired. And I need the Lord to bag me up on some things because I'm tired. But, you know, I've been praying. I've been praising. I've been thanking God. And I'm thankful that I'm starting to feel like I can make it. Because at first I wanted to give up. I was exhausted mentally. I had no gas. It took everything in me to drive to UAB and clock in. That's all I had. And when I got off, I had nothing else. And that's a bad feeling to feel so empty. And you know, sometimes I look around and I feel some of my strength for other places because I've given out to other people. And I ain't getting nothing in return. And I've confided in people like, hey, I'm just so low. I feel so empty. Yeah, I ain't getting it back. So that was hard. But then, you know, I had to be reminded like where my strength come from. And I'd be like, Lord, sometimes I want to see my strength in a human form. I want somebody to be there for me. Crickets. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. I had to get myself together real quick because not saying that I don't have anybody in my corner, because I do, because my cousins, Amber and Chris, have definitely been my listening ears, and what's the reason my mama has definitely been there for me. So I don't say I don't have anybody, but sometimes, you know, I just feel the feelings. Yeah. But anyway, I just feel like a continuation of stuff. Like I just one thing after another in life, and I'm just like, I just need a sense of ooh, girl. My blush look a little boom right now, but it don't look like that in person. It's like a little filter on this thing that's kind of like blushing me out. But when I look at it, don't look it don't look like that. But at first I was like, girl, you going for Boto today? This probably will be like a reel of bloopers because am I even really talking about anything? I don't know. But this feels good. I needed this little release. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let's do a little eyeshadow. It's probably one of my favorite makeup palettes, actually. Oh, I didn't take this with me. I thought I was going to be doing makeup over here. I feel like I can just do this all day and not even go to brunch. And just play in makeup. Oh my God. I slept in. I took me a hot bath last night with some cold water. I didn't even get no wine or nothing. I just had some cold water, sat in the tub, a hot bubble bath. And then when I got out, girl, I didn't even moisturize. And then I didn't even moisturize. I just got in the bed. And I slept in. And it was really, really nice. I didn't even sleep that long in, but I just slept in. I didn't have nothing to do. Nobody even called me or questioned or asked me nothing. That was nice. And I got up and I decided to do this. So I made me some coffee because I'll make coffee, you know, some days at work without my coworker talking about it stinks. But yeah, like I said, or was trying to talk about, it's just being real dark for me, like lights out. I know in this time, in this transition, my baby graduated with her master's, and that was really nice. And I went to the graduation, and it's just like how I was feeling was overshadowing the graduation. So even though she probably didn't know, it was tough. Like don't even know how I made it those days. Like, I'm so thankful for who she is, because she was really nice to me the whole time I was there. She was real catering. We went to have ice cream. We went to have lunch. And, you know, that's nice. Even though, like, I share all of those things with my mom. We can go to lunch. We can go to breakfast. We can laugh and talk and sit on the porch. You know, it's always nice that I can do all of those things with my daughter. And that we have such a great relationship. I'm so thankful for that. Like, so thankful. Thank God every day. But it was so tough, like, even just being in the moment, because I was so depressed. Like, I can't even talk about, or, you know, if you've ever experienced that, then you know. Hold on. I needed a closer mirror. But anywho, what I was saying was, how I was feeling was overshadowing what was going on, like, as far as the graduation. Like, you know, I celebrated with her, and, you know, we went to dinner with, you know, her dad and the rest of her family out there, and that was nice. But how I was feeling was heavy. Like, you know, just like, that's all I could think about was like, what is life? So I tried to make the best out of it, and but I couldn't wait to get back home, because I could just not have to try how I was feeling for my baby. You know, it just was hard, because I know, like, I don't remember. I'm a very positive person, and I try to stay in the positive. Despite life challenges and trials and tribulations and stuff like that, I try to stay in the positive. So I only remember being, like, depressed like this one other time in life. But this time, it was so bad. And I think it was so bad because trying to navigate or hide how I was really feeling from people close to me. Because before, I lived away on my own house. And, you know, I could talk on the phone and you will never know. But this time, like, being in the house with my mama, and, you know, she, like, asking me questions or wanting to talk, and I just literally can't. So it kind of comes off as, like, not want to be bothered or have an attitude, but I'm just fighting for my life. Not to just cry 24/7. Like, I'm just, so I've been, like, pouring into myself real heavy, a lot of positive things, a lot of different sermons. You know, it was so bad to where, like, in the mornings I automatically listen to gospel music on the way to work. I drove in silence because I couldn't handle nothing that would make me cry, because I was already crying. It just was so bad. Like, I didn't even know what I had on when I got to work, because I would just pull something. Like I said, I wasn't drinking no coffee. I just was going through the motions. So now I'm starting to feel like something. I don't know where I am quite yet, but I'm starting to feel like something. And for that, I thank God. Okay, so I was checking out my lashes, and I don't like them. I need to stop and get some new ones. So, yeah. Anyway, we'll do some mascara until I stop at the $1.25 store and get me some new lashes. But anyway, this was a nice little chit chat to kind of really say where I been. I don't even know if this will turn into a video, because what am I even talking about anything? I gotta go back and see. But yeah, it's just been real hard for me to, you know, when I really started Crew Conversations on YouTube, it was, you know, me trying to think of positive ways to pour into the ladies and open conversations to have, and, you know, talk about so much. And I had nothing. So, you know, we can't come on and fake the funk. I probably should have come on. It would have been very transparent and, you know, could have helped somebody, but I had no gas. I had nothing. So, you know, I'm starting to have a little bit. Just a little bit. Because it was rough. It was rough, I'm telling you. So, I still feel lost because my house did not sell after doing all of that, and it's still, I'm still in limbo trying to decide what to do. Well, to, you know, it's, you know, my house, I can move back in, but there are problems that need to be fixed there, and I don't know if I want to do that. So I guess I'll take my time, and that's part of my problem because I am very impatient with myself and everything around me. I need it to be now. So, you know, I felt alone. And I, you know, how can I preach to other people? Isolation comes before elevation if I don't believe in myself. Girl, that's what I had to do. I had to reevaluate the stuff I was putting out. I'm telling you to trust in God, and I was having a hard time with that one. Like, I knew that, but I was like, woe is me, God. Woe is me. And I'm talking about pity party on 1000. I went to the doctor for blood pressure, and we started talking. I break down crying. She was like, oh, are you depressed? I'm like, yes. She wanted to give me medication. I don't know. Like, you know, she was saying that medication would help me how I felt. And, you know, I'm all for medication when people really needs it. But I'm like, this between me and God. We got to work this thing on out. We got to work it out. So I'm going to lean on him a little bit harder. And, you know, if I needed medication, I'm not embarrassed to say that I would have taken it. But I also felt like I needed to feel all of the things, and I did not need the medication to take that away because I needed to feel everything in order to come out of some stuff. Because, yeah, that's the best way I could say it. But anyway, I made it. I didn't have to have any medication. Some days are still better than others. Today is a very good day. Some days I just be like, what am I supposed to be learning from this, Lord? Tell me now. But I'm learning to be a little bit more patient than I've been my entire life. So, yeah. We'll see. But this was nice. Thank y'all. If this makes it to a video form, thank you for watching and listening to my TED Talk. You know, in case you were wondering where the crew conversations being, girl, I do have topics and things I wanted to talk about, but I just could not. So I might be back. We'll see. Now I don't know what our setup gonna be like because the green couch is in storage. The green couch is in storage, girl. And I do have this SPF. I'm gonna try it. I don't think I liked it like that. But you know, the sun needs some SPF. Dark skin, light skin, all skin, you need some SPF, some protection from the sun. Because you don't want to be out here looking wrinkled and tired when you get 25. Because, you know, I'm 49.5 here. I think, you know, she okay. You know, Nia Long got everybody looking at their necks to make sure let me put a little cream on my neck. Make sure my neck ain't hang. I'm late. I'm like 30 years late. She been putting cream on her neck her whole life. Oh, man, nobody told me. Okay, girls, so now we are going to get ready for brunch, but I don't know if I'm gonna put my hair back up because it was up, but I wet it to I think I might wear it down. Let's put a little gel or something. Girl, this is off the top. I'm supposed to be saying goodbye to y'all. But if this makes it into a video again, I know I already said that, but if this makes it into a video, thank you to everybody. I won't call everybody's name that I've talked to about how I was feeling. Thank you for loving me and praying for me, because your girl was down bad. Your girl was down bad, okay? But thank God, I feel like I didn't look like how I felt or what I was going through or what I'm still going through, because I don't even know where I'm at. I'm better though. Love you. Bye.
I celebrate me. Yeah, I'm standing on me. Even when it's hard, I'm who I need to be. You gotta do it for yourself. Ain't nobody coming through. You gotta find your strength even when you don't want to. It's gonna be hard sometimes. It's gonna feel too much. You gon' break, you gon' cry, you gon' wanna get